Are we all doing this?
So we're all hand steepling. I'd like to make you an offer. It's 1 night of Commander for your attention. That's a really
It's a fair offer. I like it. That's
yeah,
pretty fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good catch on the crap.
It's not even tempting. You just straight up take it.
It's Tuesday night. That means it's Commander night at Mythic Gaming Studios here in Madison, Wisconsin. We are going to be playing 3 rounds of Magic tonight, starting with some CEDH/Highpower. We're going to try to do some good stuff there with me being the only one playing blue. I guess I got to play bad cop. We'll get to the rest of that in a second. Then I think we're playing Oathbreaker, and last round we're doing Popper EDH, PDH. So stay around for all 3 or tune into the one you want. I don't really care. My name's Chad. I am the owner of Mythic Gaming and Alter Sleeves, and I am playing Kinnan again tonight. I played it last time. I got to play Commander on CDH here, and I've made a couple changes since then based on trying to figure out how the deck works a little bit more. I think last time I had 10 minutes before we played that I made the deck, so hopefully tonight I do a little bit better. I will pass it over to you.
All right. I'm Leon. I'm going to be giving Rowan one more try here. Hopefully this time I don't mess up the math on my mana. Because last time I played, I messed it up horribly. And I am off screen. There we go. Now I'm actually in focus. The best thing about this is that it's going to be Phyrexian Life for more mana. So let's see if I can get the combinations going for this. Pass it along.
Speaking of mana, I'm playing Kozilek, the Butcher of Truth. Apparently, I'm not allowed to have colors this game, so I made a colorless deck, which I enjoy doing anyway.
We wouldn't even be able to tell your proxies are printed.
Yeah, perfect. I've even found cards for this deck, like
Yay.
apart from like Soul Rings and stuff like that, because that's in every deck. But yeah, colorless Eldrazi. We're doing fun stuff.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Been a while. I'm Dylan. My pronouns are he and hism. And I will be running Vrondis, Rage of Ancients. This is not a CEDH deck, but I will do my best to be strong. He's a dragon who likes to get hurt and make other dragons, but they're not the flying types. It's from the D&D set. It's more like Dragonborns. They still gotta walk around everywhere, but they carry a big axe, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I want to make a bunch of those guys and hurt people with them.
Dylan's deck needs a self-harm trigger warning. All right, so we've already rolled to see who goes first, and
I got it.
Rowan got it.
Finally got it.
Moxfield didn't let me use my original name I wanted to name this deck, which would involve the word masochism.
Oh my God.
That kind of makes sense.
So now it's Painkiller.
Painkiller.
Okay,
There you go.
And let's do a little shout out to chat where Absolute Dog has already joined us. Good evening, Absolute Dog. Thank you for being a part of our audience tonight. We'd love to see you here.
All right, let's go ahead and start turn 1 here with a draw into a... let's go ahead and do a Sulfur, ping myself for 1 because I need the red, and do some Faithless Looting. Drawing
Nice.
2 and discarding 2. Ooh, this is actually an interesting hand now. Let's discard a Stitcher Supplier and a Vault of Whispers.
Interesting.
That's my turn.
I will draw for turn. For my turn 1, I will start with a Sanctum of Ugin, tapping it for 1. To play a Soul Ring, tapping that for 2. To play a Sensei's Divining Top, and I'll use that one other colorless to look at my top 3, and I'll pass the turn. Yeah, it's all good stuff.
Unfortunate. Draw for turn.
Basic mountain.
I'm going
Basic
to
Mountain, go.
Command Tower and
I guess we'll do that.
It's a
I was
slightly
hoping for a turn 1 Blood Moon.
yeah, also a thing.
Doesn't actually hurt this deck at all.
Let's go. Yeah, because mountains still produce colorless mana, so mana confluence into Soul Ring.
Taking the 1.
Pass turn.
Taking 1 from
Yeah,
Confluence.
you got it.
All right. Untap, draw. Let's do a Swamp. And for this... I did not get a good turn to hand, so go ahead and pass the turn.
I'm gonna draw a card. What a surprise. Let's play a Blast Zone for 4 mana. Let's play a Thran Dynamo. And then for 3, Burnished Heart.
Ooh.
Pass.
Ramp you don't
That's
see
a
often
lot of
anymore.
cards. All right.
Well, my commander costs 10 mana. So, like,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
He's not looking to play full retail
He's tapped
here.
out. He's tapped out. Burn the burnished heart. Burn it.
burn the. Or, yes. Kinnan is still scarier than
I'm
this,
gonna
though.
play an Exotic Orchard, and I'm going to pass.
It produces red
Yes.
though. It produces red though, and green, and anything because of the confluence.
Yeah, it's one of anything from the Confluence.
One of anything.
Really, the tiebreaker on me playing these two first were that they have some of the cooler altar sleeves I have. So
Let's go Exotic Orchard.
Whoa, that's my thing. Calm down.
You know what? Kinnan's living his best
Wait.
life.
That exotic orchard
what I
sees
can?
the other exotic orchard that's seeing all 5 colors, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go to play with Agatha's Soul Cauldron.
Oh, that's such a good card.
Agatha's.
Is it
It's
Agatha?
Agatha.
Well,
It's
that makes a lot more
I
sense.
didn't want to be the one that said it,
Also,
but I
I'm
was
surprised.
thinking.
I
Correct.
cannot believe that card got printed.
It's
It is.
It's a silly card.
So
What
ridiculous.
is it? What does it do? Could you?
Yeah. So how about card cam?
If it's on.
Agatha's. If we have it
So
up and
are-
running.
Are we ready? Can we? Or is it? If
Do
it's not
we
ready,
have-
just say
do
no.
we- hey, look at
It's,
that.
it's almost ready. It's just misaligned.
We're gonna fix
There
it.
we
There we
go.
go.
We're gonna fix it. There we go. Okay, so Agatha's Soul Cauldron says you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creature exiled cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Tap, exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
It's silly.
Ooh.
You know,
Card can go bye-bye.
the last card. One of the last
That's-
cards to have this ability was a vampire from that was 3 mana, and then had 6 mana to do something similar.
Necroticus.
Nope. Necrotic Ooze is similar.
all activated abilities of all creatures in
Yeah,
graveyard.
but the other one, the vampire exiles a creature and takes those abilities as exiled.
All right,
Oh. Well.
I think I'm going to play Kinnan as well.
Bring yourself 1.
All over here casting spells.
Boom. And then I'm gonna.
I know.
pass
I don't know what that is all about.
You live your best life,
Draw.
Vrondis. I'm gonna help you out.
We're gonna play on
Great.
luxury suites.
I think.
I'm gonna help all of us out.
Unless 2 people want to concede.
No. Listen,
No?
you
Okay,
have
okay.
you have your best life.
Cool. And cards in hand for people. Ooh.
3.
3,
5.
7,
7.
7. Okay, 7.
I really didn't need to count. I've only played 2 lands, and that's all I've done.
just want to double check for land
Yeah.
counts on people. I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 colorless and 2, and go ahead and grab Rowan into play. You play your commander, I'll play mine.
I like that.
Pass the turn.
I won't play my commander.
What? You sure?
Probably, unless I draw an ancient tomb. It was not an ancient tomb. I'm gonna play a war room, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got a question in the chat. How does exiled by how does exiled by work with commander? So I think you're asking if you exile
I'm gonna play
a
Ugin, the
commander,
Spirit Dragon.
then it would go back to the
I'm gonna
command
shoot.
zone.
I'm
Would
gonna
not be
shoot
part of the
Kinnan.
abilities.
Oh, actually, hey, what's the CMCs on
depends if it's in the
commanders?
graveyard.
3,
3, 2.
2.
It depends if it was in the graveyard.
Oh, you're gonna.
I'm gonna
not-
-3 Ugin.
If you put your commander to the graveyard to reanimate it, and then I target it in the graveyard, and then it hits exile, and then you have the choice to put it into the command zone.
Anytime a commander changes zones, you can move it to command
command
zone.
zone,
So from hand to play,
Sure.
from graveyard to deck, from deck to hand, you can move it to the command zone.
So it doesn't. So if you, it doesn't get death triggers. Then if it doesn't, if you
They
It
changed
does.
it for it so it has
They-
death
they made
triggers.
it so that it does.
But there's a moment where before anybody can respond, that you
Yeah.
can choose if it's going to the command zone or not.
Yeah.
Is what they did.
I get that. So hold on, no, because I'm just slightly confused. So if you choose to let it go to the graveyard,
Yeah.
because you want to reanimate it
Yeah.
or something, and I
you can choose to go exile it.
But it wouldn't get its abilities because it doesn't
because
go to
because,
exile.
Yeah,
because
it's
when it
not in
changes
exile,
zones,
yeah.
it will go to. You can choose to have it go to exile zone.
Alright.
I'm gonna -3 Ugin to exile all permanents with 1 or more colors that are 3 or more, or 3 or less. Sorry. Yeah.
Have a response?
I'm also gonna cast Ugin.
Ugin's being.
That's
Was there a response to Ugin being cast before that even? Because Ugin,
Yeah,
it's
I-
already
You
known that
guys,
Ugin
you guys
can
are
minus.
musing deeply philosophical.
Yeah.
So.
Fine. It'll whatever.
It'll,
All right,
it'll
we're
resolve.
-3.
-3. Okay.
I believe that gets rid of all
Yeah.
stuff. Lovely. See, I helped us.
yeah.
I got you, Dylan. We're
Yeah.
here for slow magic. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm gonna pass the turn.
I'm taking my sweet time before I do anything here. And these draws are making sure that I definitely take my sweet time here.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a forest and then tap 3 for a component pouch,
Ooh, that's too good.
which can tap. I can remove a component counter from it to add 2 mana of different colors, or I can tap it and roll a d20, a 1 through 9, puts a component counter.
Component counter.
Puts a component counter on component pouch. At 10 through 20, puts 2 component counters on component pouch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish it was called component container.
Yeah. I wish.
Component
Yeah.
container counters.
It's one of the fun. This deck has a couple funky, weird mana rock things that
Yeah.
don't really make sense in any other deck.
Same here.
Because I'm not going to do anything else, I might as well just
Who
do
runs
it
a
now.
brand dynamo?
I'm gonna tap it to roll a d20 and put some component counters on it. 4, but that's an asterisk because that's a spin down. So it probably would have been a 20 if it was.
Do you need an actual D20? I can go get some.
We probably do need a random d20 for you.
And
We have
then
one
I will
in the
pass
skull.
the turn.
The skull is gone.
No, we don't have.
I do also just have like a pouch in my. If you want to just bring my backpack, I can.
I have it in my.
Skull is back on the shelf.
Fine. Anything else from you?
No, I'm done.
And
The Kinnan player, is that you've done one thing? Is that it?
end of turn. Citrus Supplier is your only creature, and actually, card.
Yeah, it's activated abilities.
Exile target card for. I will hit the Faithful Salute.
Ah, dang it. No card draw for my next turn.
How
Yeah.
rude! You see,
very
Kinnan.
rude.
This is why you murder Kinnan with fire.
That's what I did. All right, we're going
We
to
have a
go.
random d20.
There you go.
Hey,
Okay, I just
look
need
at
to
that.
know what it would have been.
4.
Not
A
9.
9.
I could
Still one.
not tell.
I like how
Statistically,
just the
spin
worst.
downs are just as random as regular d20s.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
spin,
but
the spin
whatever.
downs though are still a 50-50.
Yeah, but if
more
it
so a 50-50.
goes against me, I'm
Versus-
always going
I
to play
agree.
that fact
I
that it's a
agree.
spin down.
No, I do agree. Like it's better to.
No help from the peanut gallery. Pass turn.
All right, go ahead and untap, draw. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and play a Mana Confluence.
Mana confidence.
Mana Confluence.
Woo.
Yeah.
All those exotic orchards are really tapping for all that mana colors.
Oh yeah. Who needs a creature?
I'll take one.
I mean,
It's
it's
colorless.
gonna be not attacking me, so I'll be probably fine with that.
Oh yeah, we all know that I don't actually swing.
So I'm gonna do 3, and I'm gonna play Xancha Sleeper Agent, and that's gonna go over to.
Hey, I'll take it.
It has on it the ability that anybody can pay 3 mana.
Yeah.
It'll ping Andre, and you get to draw a card.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. So that will be all I will do for this turn. Seeing as I now cost me more mana to do anything.
There, my creatures. I untap.
It's also must attack.
Nope.
No, it doesn't have to.
Nope.
It doesn't have to.
Nope. Or no, attacks each combat.
Yep.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, attacks each combat, and
All
you cannot
right.
attack the owner of the card.
Sounds good to me. Chad, you have way too much fun over there anyways.
I have no fun.
It's a 5/5 that's gonna be swinging at you.
Hey, no.
Anybody that's done anything that has cast a spell with a color in it is doing it wrong, I would say.
I agree. For 4, I'm gonna play an unwinding clock.
Oh gosh. Got a counter for that?
I untap all my artifacts with everybody.
Yeah. What do you?
I have 2 rocks.
2 rocks. What are you tapped out with right now? How much have you tapped?
I have tapped 2 permanents for 4 mana.
and
So
so
I
you
have
have-
2, 3, 4 mana left.
4 mana left.
Yeah.
And it'll be able to tap for 4 colorless on anybody's turn.
It untaps my rocks.
Storm count?
I have played 1.
Just
one.
just the one.
Just the one.
That does not seem very good. That seems like a bad.
It's.
kid.
I can't cast my commander at instant speed anyways.
I
so
mean-
like,
You could always pay 3
Eh?
mana, draw a card, ping him for some.
true. You could pay 3 mana.
I will
draw a card.
give you an offer you can't refuse.
Sure.
For 2
You're gonna
treasures.
counterspell that and give me 2 treasures instead. That's also fine. Cool. I will +2 Ugin to 6. Leon, you can take 3 to the face.
What?
You gave me a Zancho. I'll go to combat,
I gave you something to attack people with.
and
okay?
I'll swing 5 at you. It is not commander, because swag. After that, I'm done.
I was gonna
Go do
try to
Vrondis
find
things.
you well,
Treasure tokens?
probably not yet.
Yeah, I don't make treasure tokens in this deck yet. I might do a fun little.
Yeah, I was about to say we can draw.
We can draw treasures.
I'm gonna play
All right.
Haven of the Spirit Dragon.
Treasures.
Um,
Colorless treasures.
Ooh,
and
fun.
then I am going to
Play.
Deep in the tank here.
Yeah.
Turn
4.
4.
Yeah.
Got ideas, but can you do them?
I'm going to remove a component counter and tap this for red and green. And cast Vrondis.
Vrondis is in play.
Exile everything.
And then it will pass the turn.
Alrighty. Pass the turn. Or sorry, pass turn to me. Draw a card. Oh, that was.
I heard-
Whoa!
I heard pass the turn, Leon. I heard it.
Whoa!
I heard it.
Oi.
Chad's kind of a cheating aficionado here on the stream.
Whoa!
I'll never forget that leveler play, Chad. I will never forget that leveler play.
I can tell.
There. It's a jellyfish treasure. I'm not an artist like Leon,
This
so
is the
I
one
get
that I was looking
I get
for. It was
squiggles.
the first thing that I looked
Oh, I'll
at.
take that too. That's fine.
Oh yeah, you got one of each.
Yeah,
2 treasures.
that works
Two
too.
treasures.
Sure. A jellyfish and a real treasure.
Well, you got you got
Horror.
Scion.
Yeah.
Scorn.
Moon
Old
Silver
Bronzy
Key.
treasure.
Oh, that's a problem.
Search for any rock.
Oh, that's a problem.
Search for anything that can produce mana that is an artifact.
Yeah, that's his monolith.
That's the
And-
infinite mana stuff.
Yeah. This is why we kill that guy.
No.
That's why
Yeah.
Kinnan dies.
No.
That's why Kinnan dies.
No, Kinnan's a good guy.
Nope.
Just hanging out with people, saying, "Hey, what's up?"
If I was playing blue, I might let you have like, oh, do I have a chance? But like, I'm not.
I will. But no.
So I have to deal with your
why would I-
problems
why would I
on
do
my
that?
turn.
Best turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. I'll put into play a Prismatic Vista. Do. Two and play a Harsh Mentor. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land on the battlefield that isn't a mana ability, it deals 2 damage to that player.
In response to that, I'm gonna tap 3, sack my Burnished Heart, and look for some lands.
Seems smart.
Yep. And
Waste number 1. Waste number
let's
2.
see here. What else do I need to do here? I need to do something more if I can, but I can't easily. So I'm just going to crack the Vista, grab myself.
And in response to my in response, I'm gonna look at my top 3 cards too.
I'm gonna grab a mountain that comes and play untapped. Should I just do it for the fun of it?
Gutter tap. 1, 2, 3.
You know, I'm gonna see what people end up grabbing from it. It might be worth it. It might be fun. All right, I'm gonna do 3, ping myself for 1, and play Malaran, the morning song. Players can't draw cards. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player loses 3 life, searches their library for a card, puts that card into their hand, and then shuffles his or her library.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
If I'm not gonna be, if I don't have a hand for winning, I may as well cause chaos.
Can you repeat that one more time?
So
It's-
there's no card.
It doesn't matter to you. It's dying on my turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much what happens is what happens normally is it goes to the
I
next
get
person's
to
turn.
search.
They pay 3 they lose 3 life,
Yeah,
grab something,
search.
kill it, and kill it.
Oh no, my kill it is already in place.
Yeah. But
I'm
if
just gonna
it
tutor with
continues
it.
going around, what
Yeah,
happens
yeah.
is each person will forget their card draw
Do you
and do that.
have Agent mana? You don't love me.
I don't.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm seeing how many more answers you can get in colorless here. I'll be passing the turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna exile the board in colorless. That's all right. I lose 3 life. I search. Right? Am I
Yep.
upkeep?
Yeah. No,
Cool.
on draw.
On draw.
So you
Upkeep.
untap
Nothing
upkeep.
matters. Cool.
You don't have to show it.
Oh yeah, no, it's any card.
Yep.
Do we care? Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. It's a green, it's a green.
I'm trying to just make it safe for my commander to sit out and play for a little bit. Play as many other threats I can.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
What?
I don't like it. Whatever. Okay, cutter tap. I believe Chad continues to have no creatures in play. Lovely. Well, let's go to combat, I guess. I'll swing 5 at Chad.
No blocks. 28.
And then I will -3 again. He's fine.
You sure? That's a combo piece. Just in
Vrondis?
play. Yeah, Vrondis is a combo piece.
I
Just
know,
in
but
play.
I don't want to take 5 off of Ugin.
You sure?
Pretty sure. I think again, he's a poor boy. He just played his commander. Meanwhile, the rest of us have been pooping permanents on board since turn 2.
I mean,
Lands are permanents.
Taking 5 under them versus taking 3 doesn't really matter because you could kill either of them with this commander. You have no blocker.
That's what we want you to think. So yeah, I'm gonna -3 Ugin to 3 to exile everything 3 or less.
From everybody, not just opponents.
Yeah, it's everybody.
All right, so that actually gets rid of some.
Yeah, it does.
And it says exile.
It is. They're all
Exactly.
exiled.
All right. I was hoping to hurt Chad with the Harsh Mentor a little bit.
Solely responsible for 10 damage going to Chad's face.
Yeah.
All right.
At least
My
it's a-
kind of card.
5.
I mean, it was. You could still have responded to anybody to pay
6,
3 mana to
7.
draw a card if you wanted.
8,
know that kind of
9,
background.
10 to play. Kozilek.
Oh boy.
On cast.
Response.
Sure, on cast I get the draw 4 either way.
Let's go.
1, 2,
1.
4.
Let's see. You have Exotic Orchard, which means you can make blue, which means I can make blue with my Exotic Orchard.
so you have a mana thingy, he has a mana thingy, his Exotic Orchard can make any color, so your Exotic Orchard can make any color.
Your Exotic Orchard will always be able to make any color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Between the 2 of us here.
Okay. So I'll do that, tap 2 blue, and I will mana drain that.
Sounds good?
You have 10 mana waiting for you.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm the only one with
Next
big
man.
dumb things. Okay. That sounds good to me.
That it for you?
Or no, hang on, I can do lands per turn. Buried Ruin.
There you go.
And then that's it.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep.
Oh, I do have 2
draw.
treasures though. Do I care? Not really.
You're gonna treasure them and keep them for always.
Yeah, listen, those treasures, I'm probably not that
Gonna play a
worried about
Rockfall
doing
Veil.
stuff with.
Then I'm going to which one? Screw it. 5 for Wear Ancient's Tread. Whenever a creature with power 5 or greater comes into play under your control, you may have Wear Ancient's Tread, deal 5 damage to target creature or player.
Spank.
Yeah. Yes.
You're the only one with blue.
About to completely go off.
I don't. Sure.
Is he
About to go infinite mana. Next turn.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but he's tapped out, so I'd like to see the 5 mana creature he's about to bring in.
Would you?
Yes.
No, he's gonna win on his turn.
I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna roll a d20 to add a component pouch, add a counter to component pouch. It's a 10. That means I get to put 2 of them on.
Hey,
But
2.
more importantly, whenever I roll 1 or more dice, Vrondis may deal 1 damage to itself. I'm gonna have him do that. When he gets dealt damage, he's going to make a 5/4 Dragon Spirit creature token, where Ancient's Tread is going to do
You can do
What is
2-player
it?
or
5 to your face.
okay.
5 to
23.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I'm gonna, you have no blockers.
No blockers still over
All
there.
right, I'm gonna swing at you, I guess.
4,
5.
4 or 5.
18.
We're getting there.
And
Damage is being done.
then I'll pass the turn.
All right, so end of turn, I'm going to pay 1 life down to 17. I'm going to
Now
sack.
he's in trouble. 17 is where you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go grab.
Put it into your hand.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab.
Monolith?
Yeah, monolith.
Salt monolith. Yeah.
Yeah. I really should get like a funky basalt monolith for this deck. I'm sure we have a cool sleeper.
We have like 3 different sleeves.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I have a pretty boring normal version. No fun alter sleeve or nothing. Let's see. There's one.
I mean, at least I'm playing with the mythic frames on some of these things.
Yeah, those look great. They look really good.
All my fancy sleeves are going into Brea, then a Serac. This deck is like 10th on my list of decks that I care about.
I think everything in this deck besides some of the basic
think-
lands and stuff is, and the commander, I guess, but everything else.
I think
is
the
asleep
only.
on it.
I think I'll hit your creature with Agatha's.
Yeah, the British Heart, where you
Yeah.
can sack
where you
it
could-
to search for 3
just
lands.
in case I
two
that
lands.
End up needing it.
somehow seems useful.
And plus we can counter on what? Oh wait, no.
I have to put a +1/+1 kind of on first, but then if I have any +1/+1, whether or not when the thing
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is there-
It's just to put 1 on a creature.
you control.
control,
Oh.
Yeah.
But the ability for the using the abilities doesn't matter when the card was exiled.
Yeah.
All right, so then I will go to untap skis.
Yep.
Here's your
Thank you.
library back.
I will set those over.
Yep.
So I just
You got 10 mana floating on your
10 mana
first
floating.
main.
All right. Let's go blue, green, and spend 2 of it down to attempt to cast Kinnan.
Yep, I got nothing against it in this hand.
All right, then I'm going to spend 3 of it to attempt to cast Basalt Monolith.
Yep.
Yep, that hits the table.
All
Infinite
right.
colorless.
And then, well, so I
It's
have,
infinite colorless.
Yeah.
all right, I have infinite colorless, and then I have infinite ability to convert mana as though it were mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures I control, including to look at the top 5.
Is that what you do?
That's what the
As
first,
long, for creatures that have +1 counter on it. For the abilities that are from cards that are exiled from it.
No, you can
Wait.
just do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on here.
may
Creatures
spend
control
mana.
+1 counter.
No, it's the first part. You may spend mana
You may
as
spend
though
mana
any
as though
color.
any color to activate abilities.
Cool, he wins.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Jeez.
All right, Jed wins.
Woo. I think that's game because you can
with that combination, this is the new for those tuning in watching. This is a new piece for Kinnan because not only does it, you have a lot of colorless abilities that you want to be able to use, and you can recycle them and get other people's mana rock abilities onto creatures. You also now have the ability to filter colors to use Kinnan's ability off of your infinite colorless off of the monolith. So yes, technically, right now I have infinite colored mana of my choice. I can go through my deck completely and get out any number of cards. Now, technically,
I was going to make infinite mana on my turn.
Yeah, I'm able.
I'm just gonna have an infinite combo on my turn.
So
well, I was gonna walking ballista to the table. Yeah.
It looks like we go until
you hit.
Yeah, until I hit. Then
what is the win con that you have to hit?
So
he plays his deck. He has it.
So technically the.
Well, the thing though is if there's nothing that just ends the game, it technically there's one more turn around, which means that you win with ballista.
We're not.
I'm just letting you know that's the technicality that happens.
You're right.
Just wins right there. If you have Thassa's though, you can go.
I do not have Thassa's.
Okay.
Okay, I apologize. I assume this was a well-built Kinnan deck.
Excuse me.
The Kinnan deck that I play against with, he wins.
There is Well, okay, so
it's not technically over because we need to see the actual win that happens on your turn.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So the correct. Let's see. So I know
non-human creature. So non-human. What are your non-human combo?
Any point earlier in the
So
game,
here's
I would
so
want-
the technical the technical
turn, I think.
answer the technical answer is I would go get as many creatures as I wanted, then I would get Thrasios out, which now allows me to draw any card in my deck, and then I would draw to the one with the dinosaurs on it, Finale of Devastation, then hitting the table for whatever, or if I wanted to draw to
Infinitely big creatures.
The one you just said, the Walking Ballista, which I could have in my hand now and play off infinitely.
There we go. Yep.
Sorry.
The Ballista was the win I was looking for.
It's the Thrasios is the important part. That was the part that changes it from just creatures to any card.
Yeah, no, Ballista though is the first one.
Right, but I can't hit that off of Kinnan because it would come and play 0/0 and die. Sacred Spectre.
Right.
So I have to get Thrasios to draw it.
Which you actually don't care about because you can then exile it with your Agatha's Cauldron.
Yep. And then you put a plus one counter. Then what you do is you put a plus one counter on.
And then whatever
on
creature
Kinnan.
gets all of its abilities.
Kinnan has all the abilities and just goes.
Now the funny thing is, had you left his dude out, his Harsh Mentor,
You still would have had it.
no,
You still would have had it. They're all mana abilities.
No, Kinnan's ability would kill.
Kinnan's ability would kill me.
Yeah.
Or I could only do it I could only do it 8 times.
Yeah.
Just saying. You did have a block out there for it, and I was gonna have to work around that. But I was like, I don't have to work around it anymore.
If I had drawn a single mana rock instead of drawing like 3 of the most expensive cards in my deck at the beginning of that,
scary.
I needed one extra mana going into this turn to have cast Tamiyo's Safekeeping, made him indestructible, and done 5 to everybody's face.
Fair. Well, we almost all got there, but in the end, only I did. So, yay me, screw you.
Because you're the one with blue.
Yeah, that's honestly, it is
a good color.
It is a very hard thing in CDH to only have one blue player because they have so much more option.
Oh, yeah.
If they have a deck that both has some control but also its own combos, so much easier to protect. I had 2 counterspells in my hand still. So I think 3-minute break.
Okay.
We are being told there's a 3-minute break. While you're away, think about following this channel if you aren't already. We'd love to let you know when we're playing. And if you've got some Bezos bucks or just want to support the channel in your own way, feel free to subscribe and we will send you a complimentary altar sleeve at the end of the month. So we'd love to see you join. We'd love to see you follow us, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.